Handicapped to the feature of the Autumn Carnival, the Australian Cup, but that's the path that Australia's best-bred racehorse, Kingston Rule, will take after breaking his maiden status at Sandown today. The win also provided jockey Darren Gauci with his 4th win of the day.
The handsome-looking chestnut is Kingston Rule, one of the best-bred horses ever to race in Australia. The stallion is raced in the same interests as the champion Kingston Town, but whereas the King was nicely bred, Kingston Rule is impeccably bred. Dad was Secretariat, the mighty American racehorse of the 1970s. Secretariat was immortalised in racing annals, the best horse, some say, ever. It was only recently he passed away in Kentucky. Mum was Rose of Kingston, one of the great Aussie mares of the last 20 years. In 1982, she won the AJC Derby, 6 months after taking the Oaks in Melbourne. That season, she was named Australia's Racehorse of the Year. At Sandown today, Australia's best-bred maiden started a well-liked favourite in the final race, the Currie Highweight. Darren Gauci, who was having a field day with 3 previous winners, took the ride, and the flashy chestnut was set to break through for his first win. Kingston Rule kicked away from Nawaz Cree and Zam Zulu, and he'll break through for a win today, and how? By 4 lengths. Kingston Rule very impressively, second Zam Zulu. The expectations now are very high. Anthony Cummings, son of Bart, flew down from Sydney to watch Kingston Rule win and immediately made plans for the Australian Cup in March.
He's had a good blow after the race, he'll improve with that. As you say, I think he is grades above the field that he faced up to today, and it'll be interesting to see how far he goes through the carnival coming up here.
Sandown race results today, the Quadrella on 6, 1, 1 and 8, $336.25. The Quad Extra, 1, 18, 8 and 1, $770.35. The Daily Double, 1 and 8, $15.90. And the Extra Double on 9 and 6, $63.80.
Meanwhile, the Harness Racing Board conducted its inaugural Breakfast with the Stars this morning at Moonee Valley. A few of the runners in Saturday night's $250,000 Victoria Cup worked out before a small crowd. Quite famous, known as the Cup's King, was only a borderline case to get into the elite field. But his sizzling work was enough to gain a spot in the state's premier harness event. Another prolific Cup winner, Empire Fella, also made an appearance. While champion driver Vin Knight was driving Alan Grant today, he'll be aboard Almeta Boy on Saturday night.
He's definitely going good, and by the time the inners come along, he should be right there, I'd say.
Former World IBF Junior Lightweight Boxing Champion Lester Ellis will make his comeback to the ring at Festival Hall on February 14. Ellis and up-and-coming local fighters Scott Brower and Craig Trotter have joined forces with Australia's most successful promoter, Bill Morty. And after years of disappointment since his heady days of being world champ, Ellis believes he's now on the way back to the top. As a 19-year-old, Lester Ellis achieved boxing's ultimate, a world title.
The junior lightweight champion of the world.
But after just one defence, the boy was put in with a man who knew all about the fight game, Barry Michael. And the dream was brought to an abrupt end, although Ellis's performance was as game as they come. Now still only 24, Ellis has decided he's had enough of broken promises, and after nearly a year out of the ring, he'll fight for promoter Bill Morty on February 14 against Brazilian former WBC international champ Luis Doria.
The best I had was by far the best thing I ever done. I kept fighting. I've been fighting constant since I was 12 years old, so it's a good 12 years, and that's the first best I've had. Mentally, I feel fantastic.
Ellis now fights at either lightweight or light welter and has grown 2.5 centimetres since his World Championship days. He says having a top promoter makes all the difference.
In the past, I've just trained on maybes and hope something eventuates, but with Bill, it's dates already booked. You just train so much better.
Also joining Ellis on the bill are young Victorian boxers Scott Brower and Craig Trotter, who also will fight for Morty in the future. So good luck there to the Master Blaster and his comeback on February 14. That's all for tonight, Tracy.
Thanks, Ed.